Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. It's your old buddy Huck here, the host of the Morning Mug. How the heck you look, it's Tuesday. It's a grand day for new releases. If you saw stuff in the theater, we get to chat about the box office. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna be chock full once again. We got you this or that's at the end of the show. So be thinking, what are you gonna come up with? I don't know. Maybe snacks, TV stuff. I don't know, shoes. Who knows what this or that's going to bring up? I have no clue because, you guys are an original beast and I can't wait to see what you got. So, uh, in honor of the Alien movie, Project Hail Mary, I got my Mars Attacks mug this morning. Slightly different kind of, alien, that's for sure. But, I got my drink. So grab yours, grab a drink, grab a snack, my friends, and come on back because it's time, Bob, if you will, for the Morning Mug. Hit it. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Morning Mug. Now let's chat. Oh yeah, bring it up, little sunshine gold for that Morning Mug, and slap them with the ticker. All right. Yeah, y'all, how you doing? Let me just get rid of that little thing here. Yeah, so let's just pop over to the cafe, see who's walked in, rung the bell. Here we go, Mr. Moody walking in the crib first. What is up, sir? Hey there, Hook, and all you hookaroos. How can you not read it that way, right? Hey, man, doing good. Jay Van Gould is here as always. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yes, we are here, Dave. Thanks for noticing that, Dave. It's like, why is it on Wednesday? I'm like, and I'll tell you why it inadvertently said Wednesday instead of Tuesday. And that's because I was up so late putting this together that it had crested midnight. And usually when I'm making that, it's on Monday and it says, do you want to do this today? And I always select the day after. I'm like, no, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Didn't realize it had gone to midnight. So it was already today. So I said, yeah, no, tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I was like, oh, whoops, it's not supposed to be Wednesday, y'all. So, yep, back that up. And here y'all are. Look, see, you guys weren't fooled. Not at all. You're like, psh, it's going to start in 15 minutes. Don't hand me that. It's the young year, but I should say Doctor Strange. Stranger Things coming to 4K. Yes, I have. Yeah, it dropped down to 175. You know what's funny is it was cheaper on other sites like Diabolic and Orbit DVD. And I was very cautious to pre-order over there because I did see that Amazon was still at 270. But it's a long way away. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait this out a little bit. But there it is. It's down to the same price that I think Orbit had it at. So that's a match right there, and it is pre-order. So I believe if you lock it in now, they don't charge you on Amazon until it comes out. So, I already slapped my name on one because I don't want the pre-orders to sell out either. I am curious that what the fandom is going to be like to own this. I think it'll be pretty high. I think there's a lot of fans out there. Anybody else thinking about it? Dave, it sounds like you are. Obviously, if you get your moolah, see that tax return, you got to get it. That's weird. How do you? Because we got ours just about a week after we submitted. You should get it. Candace is here. Good morning, and Caprice. Oh, what's up, my bat girl? Look at that. My baby bats. Hello, my baby bats. You have your tea in hand? Ready to talk movies? Well, we're going to get it on. Look at that. Caprice. Everybody's getting the howdy haze on. Digging all the love. Mario. Hello, my Finnish Fräulein. I was like dangling right there. Trying to think of sounded like. I think I nailed it. Okay, there you go. Good morning, Steve. Everybody's getting good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Let's see we can, how we can do today. Let's see. Well, that went funky somehow. Wait, what was that? What went funky? Did I miss something? Did I say I probably said something. I'm often making things funky. Huck, what you think of the Doom Part 3 trailer? I think it's absolutely amazing. It was just great. I was great seeing both in the theater as well. They played those last night. So, and Michael's here. What's going on, bro? Let's see. You got your drink, your coffee, adorable dog. Oh, I'm my little doggy. Yeah. Oh, R.I.P. Though he passed away 2 months ago. He's my little dude, so I'm gonna forever keep him immortalized in my little intro there because he puts a smile on my face every time he looks up, waiting for that food to drop. That tail's just wagging. What a dog. I'm sitting in my recliner watching that on the big screen. Yeah. That intro made me hungry. Then my mission is over. Nice. I got my drink. Oh, Sprite and Reese's. Oh, look at that. That sounds sort of scrumptious. The Target Stranger Things 1 and 2. I got those too, Jake. Well, I got one. There it is right there. All right there. The VHS case. I miss those. I wish they'd have done the whole series as that, to be honest. Like, I like the big box that's come out because it's loaded. It's got stuff and swag and all that. But like a nice 5-season set in a VHS case, that'd have been fun. Now I can't quite tell though in the ad, like the thing. Maybe we'll pop one up in a little bit, but each season looks like it's coming in a chunky box. So I don't know if that's like a chunky box or if they're in VHS like cases. That'd be dope. Guess we'll find out. Mr. Scott's here. Greetings, Mr. Scott. Let's see. I hope Outlander comes out. Yeah, on Blu-ray or DVD. So like the TV show, right? Yeah. Because yeah. What am I talking about? Of course, the TV show. I'm thinking Outland, the movie. I always think those are the same thing. I always think Outlander's the TV version. It's not. It's not. Cool Huck. Now pronounce. Oh my God. Oh, really? Is this a real word? Let me give it one look. I'm not even gonna look because it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna roll through it. Lento consuir turbin mortoria pumecanicar lo perseri Pilias. There you go. Nailed it. You're welcome. It's so far away. Yeah. All right. Now you do an audio clip and send it to me on Instagram so I can hear how it's pronounced. It's probably pronounced, hello. I don't know. Let's see. I was watching The Oddities a few minutes ago. Holy crap. Dude, it's so funny. Thank you for being the only person that says that. Like, I haven't seen it in a long time. So this week's challenge is to watch a black and white movie. Actually, I'm sort of posting 1 week behind because of everything that's been going on. So I will be posting my Ryan Gosling movie today, even though this is the week of, because, we're still in the week of the black and white. So I haven't watched that yet. But I remember watching The Artist back when it was nominated and won the Academy Award. And I enjoyed the movie from what I remember. I mean, because I saw it back when it came out. Was it 2013? I don't know. A long time ago. No, it'd have to be like 2010, 11, or 12 because I was still in this apartment at the time, and I moved into this house in 2013. Although I guess it could have been early 2013. But anyway, and I remember liking it. And then but everybody hates it. So I'm like, what did I miss? I watched the wrong movie. I was kind of entertained by it. But there you go. I love your honesty. I think you gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So good on you, man. I'll back you up on that until I watch it again. And then I can see if I remembered liking it. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch that for the black and white movie. I don't know. I did have a few things on my list to watch, though. The Longest Word in Finnish that nobody uses. Well, I wonder why. I mean, my goodness. Does it have a meaning? Or is it the name of something? That is a long word. Still haven't seen that one. Oh, The Artist. Yeah. It's all about the sort of the silent movie era, which I was kind of fascinated. Project Arrow. Hail Mary, I loved, though I think it could have been edited a bit. I will talk about Project Hail Mary. Michael Hill. What is that word? Yeah, exactly. What was that word? Are you telling me that word means pretty good? Stop it. Stop it. That long word means pretty good. If I can learn to pronounce that, I may just start using it when I think somebody is. What do you think it was? And I'll be like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Probably not. Did you get a chance to watch Project Hail Mary? I loved it. It's my first movie of this. Oh, is it really? Oh, oh wow. All right, you've only seen two. Yeah, okay. 14 hours. Okay, an underrated gem of a film. Okay, 14 hours. I will go. I always do when I see a wreck, I go to YouTube immediately and I watch the trailer to see if it's a vibe, in case someone doesn't know the Huckster and they're like, oh, get you got Terrifier 3. I'm like, no, I know what that's all about. Not that this is that. I'm just saying I know what my vibes are, but cool, man. 14 hours. Hello, Mr. James. I recall James Dean. Oh, James Dean? Yeah. Yep, he was a thing back in his day. Huck was Steamboat Willie. That short did count for a movie 52-week challenge. Are you asking did it count? I mean, look, I'm just going to say this, Dave. If you want to count it, count it. It's a cartoon. Usually for something to be constituted a movie, this is by the Academy, Motion Picture Academy. It has to be about 42 minutes or longer. So a lot of those old black and white movies that like Harold Lloyd did or Buster Keaton, those were like 50 minutes or that. So I could count those toward my movie thing. Like I did this really cool challenge. Somebody, I forgot who originated it. Maybe it was, I can't remember, but it was list one movie from every year as far back as you can go until you hit a year that you don't have a movie in. So like in your collection, this would be in your collection. So if you get to 1947, and you don't have anything from 1947, it stops there. So that's your run. That's how far you can go. And I got all the way to almost 1919. I was in the early 1920s because I have a collection of Three Stooges things. I have a collection of Harold Lloyd movies. And as long as it went longer than 42 minutes, it counted as a movie because that's the definition. So anyway, that's a long way around that. That's why I know that. So to me, I would not count that because that's a short. It's a short, but like a cartoon, unless they call it a short movie. I don't know. Steamboat Willie, like how long was that? Was that like just a 7-minute cartoon? But yeah. But anyway, like I said, I know you're not a black and white guy, so if that got you to watch something that was black and white, I'm all for it. As I say, whatever gets you to watch something black and white. And James Adrian says, what's Sue gonna get? I don't know. Do we want to know already what Sue's gonna get? Well, I mean, maybe we have to, y'all, because I do have a 9:30 I've got to be off here for. So well, bye cracky. Adrian James, hold on 1 second. Let me think. Let me scratch your chin now. What would I think if Steelbook Crew is Tony Evans?
What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? And these guys too.
Now the
Steelbook Crew.
Tell him, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get?
All right. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what they're going to get, but what we can do is hypothesize, pontificate, think about, if you will, what they might get. So, Bob, if you will, let's bring it up. Let's talk about this. Not that fool. Get that fool out of here. But I do like the way he's thinking. He's a good-looking thinker. Am I right? Who's with me? All right, there we go. Bob, slap me on the right if you would. There it is. Here we go. I am going to say right here and right now, this is not a banger of a week for poor Sue and the Steelbook Crew, Tony, Dave, all those cats out there, personally. So, nor do I see a lot of Steelbooks available for the Steelbook Crew. So let's just go through it. It's going to be kind of a quickie. I'm going to skip over some stuff because I've already peeked at it a tad. But you got Killers of the Flower Moon, Criterion. I saw that movie in the theater. I liked it. I thought it was fine. I don't need to own that in the collection. I thought it was really long, and I had certain issues with it. Like I do wish it told the perspective a little bit more from the female's point of view and not Leo's point of view. But it was okay. It was good. It's not my top Scorsese, but there you go. Right next to that is some Red Sonja. Yeah, look at that. Red Sonja. Okay, 4K. There it is. And I think it's kind of a chunky box, which is Arrow's been killing it lately with these cool chunky boxes of stuff lately. You got some Looney Tunes coming out from the Warner Archive. By the way, Warner Archive, speaking of that, my friends, right here, right now, make a tab and put Movie Zing. That's movie and then ZYNG, Movie Zing. They are sort of a great website that sort of caters to the Warner Archive releases. And they are currently running their sale for, they used to do 4 for $44, then it was 4 for $49, and now it's 4 for $54. So they keep going up just a little bit. But for Warner Archive titles at $13.50 each, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. That's a great deal, actually. And every time that sale hits, I do load up my cart and usually get just the 4, because as long as I do one of those every time, and they only do a sale like once a year, roughly. Like I don't often see them doing more than one, and it's usually around this time. So if you want to check out Movie Zing, you want to put 4 in your cart and just try that, because I will say I put stuff on a wish list. Maybe 20 titles, and it's nothing that I'm dying for. It's more like, well, if it goes on sale, maybe it'll be my next 4-pack. So I have a 4-pack just sitting there, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. But anyway, let's keep going. You got Cutter's Way on 4K. You got Hail Caesar 4K. A Bridge Too Far 4K. Blackberry. Shanghai Blues in 4K. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. That's the TV show. Which I watched with my daughter, and it was quite good. It was as good as the movie. Like we enjoyed that stuff. Like I hadn't seen Scott Pilgrim, but I found it at a swap meet. It's been sitting in my collection forever. And when she sort of brought it up, she's like, "Have you heard of this thing called Scott Pilgrim?" I'm like, "Not only have I heard of it, but I have it and haven't watched it yet." And then so we all kind of watched it and dug it. Got a little Gene Hackman. You never go wrong with some Hackman. Some Uncommon Valor there. Follies Meurtrières. Yeah. Oh, Love Camp. Let's not keep that up too long. We're just going to roll past it. Dead Mountaineers Hotel, The Key, and Embalmer. Doing that just so we can roll those young ladies up. Bad Luck Bangin'. What? Bad Luck Bangin' or Looney? Oh, okay. All right. Shh, on that one. Dead Kids 4K. It's a digipack, but a loaded digipack. A Lot Like Love, Cruel Like, again, I'm just going to roll past some of these. I don't know anybody's going to pick those up. Beethoven, Yellow Beethoven on Blu-ray. Has that not been out on Blu-ray before? Yeah, let me know. Is that just a re-release? It feels like that's a title that's probably been out forever. What else we got? Dead of Night. The Survivor. All these deep cuts, man. There's some deep cuts. I'm just going to roll down here, y'all. You can see them. I don't know. Bye Bye Brazil. Yeah, I've heard of virtually none of these things. Yeah, as you can see, just getting to the bottom of The Good Shepherd. I've at least have heard of that. Yeah, I'm just going to call it right there. Supernova on Blu-ray. So that's it. And a lot of anime stuff like that. So, the lower you get, to me, it's always like the more niche it gets and the less people that are interested. So I think they appropriately put the stuff up top. You got, I forget if I mentioned A Bridge Too Far and Blackberry. But yeah, obviously the bigger titles are all in the top row with also the addition of A Bridge Too Far, Uncommon Valor, Scott Pilgrim TV show. So there he is. I don't know. Is anything screaming go pick me up today for anybody? Not me. I mean, even the Red Sonja. I mean, again, here's the thing. Well, I do love Arrow, and they do put out great sort of genre nerd titles, that are generally thought of as, oh, the collectors are going to love this. I remember watching Red Sonja and it was just okay. And I think most of you would also say, yes, it was just okay. It wasn't like the level of Conan the Barbarian or even Conan the Destroyer, because Arnold does make an appearance in this movie. But I mean, he's not the lead. It's Bridget Nielsen's the lead. And it's okay. I don't know if I need the bugs, but I don't even have it in my collection. And I haven't been sitting around going, I'm in the mood for some Red Sonja. I don't know. But that's just me. I know there's probably some people that love them some Red Sonja. So, yeah, y'all let me know. Are you getting it? Okay, Bob, that'll do it. That's your new releases for today. So all you Sues and Blue Crews and yourselves and you, what are you going to get today? Let me know in the comments, because look, I go through it. I got to let you look. I need to know, is this kind of a dead week? Is this a killer week for you? I got to know. It means jet airplane turbine engine auxiliary mechanic non-commissioned officer student. Don't ask me if that's real though. Okay. Alrighty. Hisham is here. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. To me, the best movie I've seen this year is I Swear. It's opening there too, isn't it? Everyone should see it. I Swear. I don't know. I have not seen that listed in my theater yet. But Steamboat Willie, yes, 15 minutes. That, I mean, again, doesn't really count as a movie, but hey, bro, like I said, that's a 50-minute black and white. Take it. Put it on your list. We'll accept it. 14 hours is free. Oh, okay, on YouTube. Right on. Thanks for the tip. Love it. Huck. After you're done seeing Project Hail Mary, definitely check out my review. I will, dude. So I'll get to that in just a minute. I'll get to that. Dave, it's your challenge. I think you can count whatever you want. I made my So because Mariana, I've talked about this too. So I just put out the list, right? The list is there. I made the list, and sometimes you've got to adjust it to fit your desire, like your tastes. And for example, in December, I might go see Doomsday, but Mariana pointed out it doesn't open for her on that day. Or maybe you're just not a comic book person and you're just not going to go. So you're always welcome to substitute whatever's on that week with something that works for you. And that's exactly what you did. You did it right, Dave. You did it. Because you're just asking me would I watch it. I wouldn't watch it because I'm going to go ahead and watch a full-length black and white film. But for you, that's your adjustment, and that's muy perfecto, signore. Done. Make that list work for you. Always. So, am I going to get the Stranger Things? I probably will. I mean, I am a massive... See, when I get into an IP, like a pop culture like nerd that I am, and I fall in love with it, whether it's Star Trek, Babylon 5, Stranger Things. Like if I get pulled in, that's bad news. It's just Friends, because then anything merch related, I get very excited. I do. I get, like, if it's mugs, if it's the books, if it's whatever it is, I've got to at least look at it. Like, especially with Stranger Things, when I walk into Barnes and Noble, there'd be an entire section, and it's like you have to be careful because there's so much stuff. So I put in my pre-order just to hold it, because they like I said, I don't think they charge until it comes out, because what if it gets delayed like Daylight did, and they pull that, which is funny because I kept my Daylight in my pre-order list in case it came back around, but then I just got tired of looking at it, and it was still on hold for like $30. So I took it out, and then it instantly showed me that if I were to put it back in for pre-order, it's $45 now. Should have just left it there. Whatever. I'm certainly not going to pick that up for $45. But yeah, I am considering it. Anyone else? Dave, I think you probably are. I want Kills Father Moon. I want Red Sonja. I want A Bridge Too Far. There you go. Get them. Get those things. I went pretty nuts on the Zing sale. I'm going to load it up a bit. The Criterion's about to hit too. See, that this is the swing time right here, y'all, because then if Is Criterion about to hit? I think that was like until May or June or something like that. I do feel like though that Kino is right around the corner. Right is right about now, or in April is when that Kino Lorber sale hits. But unless is there a Criterion Flash sale coming? When is it, Mr. Moody? Do you have intel on whence that Criterion sale is coming? Yes, Bridge Too Far is excellent. Hackman's the best. I'm a big Gene Hackman fan. Like, I don't cold buy many things anymore, but I'm such a fan of his, just watching him work. If he's part of a sale, like the movie Zing, actually, this is a perfect example. He has a movie called Night Moves. I've never seen it. It looks kind of cool. Threw it in my cart. So for $13.50, I'll probably get that movie. And I've also like on the Kino sale, I got the package before at Target, and like he's just and I'm rarely disappointed in anything that he does. You see the link that I sent you for Digibook Housemate? I did. I don't know if I'm like head over heels with that though, because like I got some Digibooks here. What I like about a Digibook, and I just sort of looked at the fold out of it. It just looks like it folds out like that, and that's about it. But I kind of like a Digibook that just sort of opens up once, but it also has the booklet on the left and then the movie on the right. That's my kind of Digibook. Just the the multi fold out thing. If that's all the Digibook is, I'll probably pass and just get the regular Blu-ray or 4K. Because yeah, I don't, unless I missed it. Is there a booklet in that thing? I didn't see that there was. Yeah, grab substitute. Oh, she's getting you some Chuck Norris, man. Look, it's so funny. I just watched Chuck Norris video right before this thing because it was up in my feed, because I've been checking out Chuck fights and all that. And I watched Chuck, was it Enter the Dragon? Is that the one I think where he fought Bruce Lee? Because like Game of Death, Enter the Dragon. I think it's Enter the Dragon. And Becky had never seen it, so that she's watching the fight and she's like, oh my God, Chuck is getting his ass kicked. I'm like, well, Chuck, although there was a great interview with Chuck that I also found after watching that. And he knew Bruce Lee and all that stuff. And he didn't want to do it because he thought he was just going to show up and just get his ass kicked by Bruce Lee. He goes, no, we're going to spar. It's going to go back and forth. And we're each going to take jabs until the end. And he's like, okay. As long as it looks like he's a good fighter. So I like that. But I saw this video where he was throwing a kick to a guy. It is actually, I can't remember his name, but he was in some Jackie Chan fights. He said, dude, he's got that funky little face, He was in Grosse Pointe Blank and he fought John Cusack. Not what is his name? I can't remember his name. But anyway, so he was holding these, sparring bags on his arm like this. And Chuck, bam! And he kicks that bag. And they said, Chuck's kicks sound like shotgun blasts. I was like, oh, yeah, right. So I had to watch to see how loud his kicks were. When his kick hit that bag, it sounded like a shotgun blast. But there you go. What's going on, Oz? With your Chuck Norris badness? Did you hear the rumor that they're considering making a Conan? I have a Conan 3 with Schwarzenegger. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Arnold's been so out of acting lately, though. Like, I think here's the thing, Dave. I think it's a good topic to bring up that we keep running into with stuff like this. This is an IP from the 80s. And his two movies, first one was magnificent. Second one had its charm. It was more of a, definitely way less graphic, more of a lighter sword and sandals 80s movie than the gritty one, it's more like a sword and sorcerer kind of thing. And then, that's done. We're the audience for that. We remember Arnold in that. And I hate to say it, but it's not going to do well. Sword and sandal movies inherently don't do well in this day and age. They have to be something different, something exceptional. And Arnold is not the draw for kids. I mean, he got guys in his 70s or 80s, maybe? I don't know. He's up there. It's got to be at least 70s. So Arnold is not a youthful draw. We like Arnold, but that doesn't mean we're going to go to the theater to watch Conan 3. I don't know. Again, this is that it's been 30 some odd years And I think it's different when you've got Tom Cruise doing Top Gun Maverick, because he's still a bona fide superstar and he hasn't stopped. So that just made sense. But Arnold hasn't literally acted and been Arnold Schwarzenegger since the 90s, like the late 90s. It was about it. Once he kind of left to do his political thing and stuff like that, which was great, Governor Arnold. He just isn't the draw. Even Stallone has still been making movies and can't pull it in like he used to, and he's still working. So there you go. Anyway, Chuck Norris. I assume you mean his passing. Yes, I think we all know about poor Chuck Norris, man. As somebody said, no, Chuck Norris didn't pass away. He moved on to a higher plane, and he's just waiting for the rest of us. Those memes with Chuck Norris. It's like he's always, Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He's actually pushing the earth away. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of funny. Still have Double Impact Breakdown, Excalibur, Godzilla -1 Brazil. Whoa. My 4K pickup backlog, dude. That's a honking backlog. That's good though. I have all those. Excalibur, I'm just gonna roll the dice on that one. I didn't pick it up when it came out because it wasn't part of the sale, right? Because so and the mask came out before the sale, and I was worried it was gonna sell out, but then the sale showed up and there's plenty of masks ready to go. So I'm like, Excalibur, it's never been one I've urged to revisit. I watched it a lot when I was younger. It's very slow, very beautiful though. And so I thought, I'll let that one roll up to fate. I'll wait for the next Arrow sale. And if it's sitting on the shelf, then I'll do it. Robert Aramayo won the BAFTA for his role in I Swear. Deservedly so. KB, greetings, mon frere, fellow movie mug holders. That's right. His kingship, KB, is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, please tip your hats to the one and only. Let's see. Watched Cure last night. Amazing dark psychological thriller from Japan. Recommended to those who enjoy films like Seven. Oh, look at you putting a little 7 in the 7. Nice. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. DVD bonkers in the house. Look at I'm loving all you people, man. Hello, friends. Exactly what I was thinking, KB. It's like all you guys are my friends, man. I love it. Yeah, you got your daylight for 4K for that. How'd you get it? Did you just get lucky? Did you pre-order it and you were one of the few that it actually came to you before they pulled it on everybody else? Because that's what happened. If you didn't pre-order, or even if you did, some people didn't even get their pre-orders. They were canceled. I know Ken at Mid-Level Media, he got his too. He ordered his early, got him an early copy. So if you were lucky enough, you got it for 30. And that's what I had mine pre-ordered as. But mine, I was not part of the crew that got it. Although I did hear also that it wasn't a good transfer. So maybe I didn't miss out too much. I've got my Blu-ray, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I know. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get to that in just a sec. Flash sale starts at noon today. Oh, the Criterion? I'm going to sit that one out. I've been going a little too nuts. The movie's in sale. Whoa, got me one movie away from the best picture collection. Oh, yeah? Make that 2 because one battle after another. Oh, nicely done, KB. So you loaded up a nice little cart. What'd you get, man? What's the Oscar winner that you picked during that sale? Getting 4 today in the Criterion Flash sale. Then that's it. Is it really, KB? Is it? For people like, what if Kino starts in 2 weeks? And then what's going to happen? I know, man. It gets rough, bro. Because these sales, when they get back to back, and then, of course, you got the pre-order for Stranger Things. I feel like I'm like, whoa, take it back. Take it back a little bit. Like, I've been pretty good about not going over the top. I will say something interesting though. I have a huge sale back pile in another room. Like, get these out of here. I even took a picture of them. I'm actually going to put it on my post. Again, you guys get all the scoops here. See, everybody else gets to see this when it happens, but you get it early. And so these are all movies that I found at like swap meets, thrift stores, sales, stuff like that. Even when like, what was it, Thrifty or Rite Aid? Remember when Rite Aid carried movies and they were like $2 or something like that? This is when they were going out, and everything was $1, or buy one get one free, and it was $1. So then they were 50 cents. So I bought several movies from that. And like Rough Night, it's a bunch of girls and just says Rough Night and some comedians. I'm like, yeah, maybe that's funny. Eventually, it just came off my shelf, and I put it in there. And so these are these movies I've never seen. I'm just ready to get rid of them, but I do try to watch a movie in the morning before work when I can. And so I think I'm going to, for the next couple of months, make those movies the movies I watch in the morning and then let them go. So that way I'll have seen them. It wasn't a complete waste that I got them on sale, because sometimes we let things sit for years and years on our shelves to the point where we just go, am I ever going to see it? Let's get some shelf space and let's get it out of here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. In fact, because of that, and this is Ryan Gosling week, I also watched Gangster Squad. Has anybody seen Gangster Squad? Man, it's got Josh Brolin, Michael Pena, not Michael, Robert Patrick from Terminator 2. I like that movie. When I was looking at Letterboxd, a lot of people were trashing it, but it's like a very stylish, modern, gangster noir type movie, but it's got some modern finesse to it. So there's like a car chase, but it's in these old vintage cars. And you never see, because I always think they're renting these from collectors, right? So they got to treat them nicely. But I mean, these things are having car chases, and they're banging into each other, and they're rolling them. I've never seen a vintage car roll in a movie like a James Bond roll, where it goes over and explodes. I'm like, oh, that was not some collector's car, I'll tell you that. So you can tell these are just probably kits, they call them kit cars, where they just have the body frame. It's probably on a Volkswagen frame or whatever. And so that was great to see, like vintage cars in a modern car chase. And the gunplay, it's like straight out of a John Woo movie, slow-mo, machine guns and, like beefy sound effects. And there's Sean Penn again doing an over-the-top performance. Like, I swear, like, you take this mob boss, it's like Sean Penn's version of Robert De Niro trying to do Al Capone, it's because he's the mob boss. So he's over the top. And then I swear, if you sort of age that guy into the character from One Battle After Another, it's like the same dude. Yeah. So yeah, he's starting to corner the over the topness. Maybe like on the next Sean Penn performance, we bring that down, Sean. Let's just bring it down a little bit. But yeah, so no idea where I was going with that. We're just gonna leave it right there. Let's see. Look at this. Moody says, "Be strong, KB. Be strong." I know, man. We all got to be strong. Yeah, there's no booklet in there, so yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I'm just gonna get the regular. Trying to remember. I don't think I had the fortune of meeting Chuck Norris. I've been around a lot of events and stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely not to get his autograph and stuff like that. But I mean, like, I feel like if he would have been at any of those conventions I was at, I'd have met Chuck for sure. Spider-Man trailer looks good. Will his best friend Ned become a villain since he was wearing yellow? I don't know, but I enjoyed the Spider-Man trailer, the Dune trailer. It's nice to see some good trailers in the theater. Yeah, trying, man. We're trying to get it all. Blockbuster, what's up, Mike? Check out old Blockbuster over at his channel, man. Blockbuster Box Sets. He does good work, man. He makes some beautiful things. And I highly encourage you go support Mike over at Blockbuster Box Sets. I've only seen Chuck Norris in one movie. Oh, in one movie. All right. So, KB, what do we recommend to him? Let's see. Good Guys Wear Black, The Octagon. Oh, man. I love The Octagon. When I was a kid, it was all about ninjas. Ninjas was the thing, man. Like, little kid, little huckster, couldn't get enough ninjas. We had, like, my brother had sais, and we had shurikens. Throwing the little stars. Never get them sticking to a wall. That'd be a terrible ninja. But The Octagon was primo ninja stuff. And the one lead had sort of this maroon red, like, octagon cape on, and like ninja cape. It was badass. So yeah, I think Kino has that. Let's see. Can I see it from here? There it is. Oh, there's Octagon. All right, you let me know. I have it right down there. If you want to see what the Octagon looks like with the slipcover, let me know. So go get it, Huck, and I'll go get it. But yeah, there's all kinds of good Chuck Norris movies. I mean, obviously you got your Invasion USA. What else? Well, what would it be another good Chuck Norris? I mean, you should probably go old school, man. Go watch Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee and Chuck. Get at it. I'm so backlogged on movies that I got to pick up. Yeah. I know, man. We gotta sometimes we just gotta catch up with our collection. Correction, not Godzilla Monster. Yeah, Shin Godzilla. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, backlogs, man. It's all right. Look, it's okay because we all get the backlogs probably because there was a cool sale and you don't want to miss out on the sale. It's a title you know you want in your collection. I do it all the time. If I see something I've been waiting for, especially because I do the Amazon wish list thing, and I just keep wish list going. And if something sits at a high price and never goes down, it's just going to sit there. I'm patient. I'm very patient. Now, because of that, I've also let some things go because it got super cheap and I don't know why I didn't get it. Like I remember there was Jackie Chan's, speaking of martial arts, like Drunken Master. I'm like, I always put a little note when it gets to a certain low price, or if it was 15 and it dropped to 10, I changed the 15 to 10. Now I know it got that low. So if it ever goes back up to 12, I know, but it got to 10 once upon a time. So let's wait for it to get back to 10. Eventually that thing went out of print. And I logged it at $8.99 and I still didn't pick it up. Maybe I didn't want it that bad. That's all I'm saying. Robert Aramayo, it was a typo. Okay. Excalibur was a good transfer, but I agree. Pacing, right, Mike? It's like, I get it. It's one of those movies as a nerd, not even a film lover, but like, because it's like, medieval times, that kind of stuff, and Excalibur that I'm supposed to like more than I do. But I know that I just kind of like it. I don't love it, but I feel the nerd me needs to say I love it. Does that make sense? But the practical dude in me says, I'm not going to lie to my fans. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm a transparent. I'm like cellophane, y'all. Transparent. And just going to tell you that I liked it, not loved. So I brought you the other night. Good, fun, feel-good movie. I'm with you. Because that may be what I also saw, which is why I'm so tired right now. Saw it last night as well at an 8:10 showing, which means it didn't start until 8:40. And there's a lot of commercials, y'all. Okay, well, I just have to say this. I go to the movies enough to know that there's a lot of trailers and then they mix it, like there's commercials coming into the trailers. And then when your 8:10 hits, that's when the trailers are supposed to start, right? And then there's maybe a couple more commercials tucked in the middle of those, and then some more trailers and it starts. We had gotten almost 15 minutes in and it was nothing but commercials. And I thought, am I in the wrong theater? Like, is this the 8:40 theater? And so they're just showing commercials all over, just when you're not even in the supposed to be there. But I pulled out my ticket. It says Auditorium 5. I'm in the right seats. It says 8:10. So I actually had to go out and ask. I go, is this normal? And they said, yeah, it's changed, that they've loaded more commercials onto the front now. I was like, So they walked in with me because they were concerned. It was like 15 minutes in. So, and because I know the manager, great theater though. I love those guys. And they went and looked with me. And then as we're standing there, we waited, and then boom, first trailer. I'm like, okay, at least trailers are starting. So, but man, just y'all, it's just getting longer and longer before the movie starts. Movies in May, Fight Club and Avatar Fire and Ash. That'd be cool. Smack that like button, free boy. Yep, please don't. Ken, good old Ken. Let's see, smash the like button. Yeah, smash it. Huckster, my man, Luke. What's going on, brother? Mr. Panto. KB, they were all Best Picture winners. From the Movies sale. I did some client work and got a surprise check, not in the budget. Oh, nice. You got to love that. So KB, was this a different sale? Did they have a Best Picture winner sale. This isn't the Warner Archive sale, then the 4 for 54. Is that what you're saying? The best picture winners were from the Movies Inc. sale, unless they were in that Warner Archive sale. Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I was just wondering maybe what that best picture was. Steve Maria, back in the head because the Luke man is here. Yo. Almost at 15 likes. Come on, y'all. Because, I may have to duck out a tad early. So let's, get at least that 20 there. I wish I could grab these in the Criterion sale today. The Wong Kar-wai collection, Playtime from Tati, and The Cure from Kurosawa. We have a bunch of Kurosawa films playing in the cinema at this particular theater nearby. And my neighbor, who knows I'm a movie person and does this channel, he's like, dude, you want to go to all these Kurosawa movies? And I was like, oh, I didn't know they were happening. And I can't make them all because some are during my work week and was this weekend. It's actually Seven Samurai is going to be there this weekend on Saturday. But I'm going to WonderCon, y'all, nerd alert, and taking the whole fam because now my daughter likes Comic-Con because it's got anime, which she likes. So we're all going. So there's no Kurosawa that's going to happen on Saturday. But I thought that was kind of cool. Nice. So many. There's just too many, y'all. Never seen that movie yet. Well, man, check it out. Saw it last week. Saw it again yesterday. What? Whoa, 2 in a row. All right, tell you what. Let's do one more here. Today after live stream, we're watching the first 2 hours. The first 2 hours have been here. It's always daunting when you say the first 2 hours or something. Okay, let's do this, y'all. Because then, like I said, I want to make sure we hit all the goodies. You guys are great, by the way. Just chiming in, keeping the lively conversation going. But Bob, if you will, we've got to get the show on the road. These people, they want content. We're going to give it to them. Let's talk about the box office, y'all. Let's talk about it because it was a humdinger of a weekend. And by the way, look how fast my computer's working. Love this new computer. Here you go. Box office champ was Project Hail Mary, 80.5 million, exceeding expectations. Probably one of the best openings Ryan Gosling's ever had, if not the best. I didn't do a cross check, but I do know that a lot of his stuff doesn't open super high. And for some reason, like a lot of his things that it should have been like bangers, like the Fall Guy, that didn't do well. And I don't know. He's a very popular actor who doesn't seem to do massively, big box office hit stuff. I mean, you did have Barbie from a couple of years ago, but Barbie was also the IP. It wasn't really a Ryan Gosling movie. Like this is, and we were talking about this when we went and saw it last night. Like I said, we didn't get home till midnight. That's why posting all my stuff was so late and I was checked out. But he's the one that commissioned the rights to this movie. He read the book, loved the book, and then instantly jumped on procuring the rights to this movie so he could do it and star in it. So, and it was a great performance. I'm going to say Ryan did a terrific job. It's very endearing, heartwarming, sweet, a little bit of a nail biter at times, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then I got to see it strictly as a moviegoer because I haven't read the book. And then my wife read the book, so she got to see it as a writer of the book. So it's interesting to see if any of us didn't like it. And Dave, I know you read the book as well. And I'm learning that people who read the book are loving the movie. People who haven't read the book are loving the movie. And that's rare, y'all. Like Wuthering Heights did not have that same reaction. Right? Like I watched Wuthering Heights, didn't read the book. I thought it was okay. I didn't mind it. Didn't love it. It's like one and done probably, but it was fine that I saw it. However, the people that read the book, no bueno. They're like, they're like Rocky from Hail Mary, thumbs down. Oh, he means thumbs up. It's very funny in the movie. But yeah, number one, 80.5. So good job, Ryan. Good job to the movie. I hope it keeps chugging along. I don't see anything getting in its way for at least another week. Hopper still came in at number 2, y'all. This is what sort of hurts me. And not because of Hoppers, is because let's keep going. We got Hoppers at 2 at 17.8. You got Duran Dahar, The Revenge at 10 million in number 3. And then Ready or Not, which I saw on Saturday and loved. It's got, the same mojo, the same flair that Ready or Not had. with a little bit, it's got a different ending, which I appreciate. They just didn't carbon copy the two movies. Fourth place at 9 million. Where were the horror fans out there for this one? I don't know. I thought that the first Ready or Not movie was fantastic. One of my favorites. It's right up there with like Heart Eyes and Ready or Not. Like that, those are my jams when it comes to horror movies. And this one was a worthy sequel. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. It was what I wanted when I went to see it, and it's in fourth place. I don't know. It's weird because I always say there's a horror movie every single weekend. So I'm not sure what happened with this one. The first one got a huge following because the first one I think came out pre-COVID. I think it was in 2019. So it's been a long time between the movies. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's too far apart. I don't know. But Reminders of Him also rounds out the top 5 with 8 million. So last week, the box office totaled 72 mil. But this one, thanks to Project Hail Mary, scrapes up a whopping 125.3 mil. So really good at the box office. So I don't know. Did anybody else see Ready or Not? Luke, come on, chime in if you're still there, Luke. I know you saw it, right? I think you liked it. I don't know. Did you like it? Have to go check out your channel, man. Go check out Luke's channel. So this was our top 5. Now I'm just going to show you 2 movies starting next weekend because again, there's not going to be a whole lot of competition. And it is literally They Will Kill You, which looks exactly like Ready or Not 2. Why you're releasing a movie like this a week after a movie just like this, it's sort of mind-boggling to me. I mean, I get it. Maybe this was the only slot you could put it in. I mean, it feels like you could have dropped it in January or February, or maybe push it until April. But the fact that I feel like this is the same movie, when you look at the trailer, it feels like the same thing. She's trapped in this place. Everyone's trying to kill her, and she comes after him. Now, it's different in the sense that she has sort of these fighting skills. It feels like she's not sort of someone who's trapped against her will like the characters from Ready or Not, and then they're just doing what they can to survive. This chick looks full on badass. Like you picked the wrong chick and she's going to lay everybody out. But in tone wise, it still feels like the same movie. They Will Kill You comes out, and I think it's going to suffer the same fate as Ready or Not. It might take third place though, because Duran Nahar, usually movies like that they come in that sort of mid section, like around 3, and then they're out of the top 5 in the next week. And then so obviously Ready or Not 2 is going to get pushed down to maybe 5th if it even sticks around in the top 5. So They Will Kill You could be 4th or even 3rd. I don't know. Forbidden Fruits is the other one. That's from Shudder. I don't think there's no buzz about this movie. I think we're going to see a lot of carbon copying. Here, let's go back one. I think we're going to see 1 and 2 maybe as Hail Mary and Hoppers again. And then, and then maybe They Will Kill You 3, Ready or Not 4, and then maybe Reminders of Him stays at the 5th spot. And the other movie doesn't even make the top 5, Forbidden Fruits. That's my take, y'all. All right, so that is what is coming out, and that is your box office for this past weekend. Let me know in the comments if you went and saw anything over the weekend, even if it's Project Hail Mary. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just plow through my last thing as well, and that is the 52-week movie challenge for this week is to watch a movie starring Ryan Gosling. Obviously, this week it's technically a black and white movie, but because I was waiting for Project Hail Mary, that's why this is coming in like a week off, in my opinion. For me, I'm usually right on, like 2 days later, I'm in the same week. But here you go. Ryan Gosling saw Project Hail Mary with the family last night and really enjoyed it. It's a great little adventure. I loved how they did it, how they just started. Well, anyway, this is the kind of movie, the less you know, the better. But I like the way it started. I like that it was a back and forth thing. It wasn't a very linear story. It wasn't like, here he is having to go to space, gets in the rocket, goes to space, does all the space stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's like in space. Now let's find out how he got there. Back in space. Now let's go back. And the back and forth, the editing was really nicely done. I didn't feel like it dragged at all. Like for 2.5 hours, like it's like 2:36, I think. That's pretty long. And it also didn't help that we were watching it at like, is ending at 11:15 at night. That's like the latest I've been to a movie in a long time, y'all. I'm usually seeing things in the morning or the afternoon. Like, I think the last time I saw movies at night was when I was checking out all the Universal Monster movies coming out at like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. But those movies are only like an hour and a half long. So no big fang. But again, Project Hail Mary, great movie. I give it 4 stars. Yeah, liked it a lot. Good storytelling, well made, beautiful picture. I feel like this is going to get a lot of accolades come next year's Oscars. Don't see why it wouldn't. Ryan Gosling certainly is the entire movie, y'all. I mean, there's very few scenes without Ryan Gosling in them. There's maybe like the lady who hires him. There's some scenes near the end where they cut to her on a boat. She's by herself. It's like, that's it. Like there's very little scenes that Ryan isn't in. So this is one of those where he carries the entire film and he does a really great job. So I know a lot of you have also seen Project Hail Mary. Chime in. Let me know what you thought. I already know a couple of your opinions out there that you liked. So there you go. All right, that is it. Now, next week is going to be, or currently this week, a black and white movie. Dave's already checked out some Mickey Mouse, some old Steamboat Willie. So good on you for that. And The Artist, I heard, was watched. So things like that. So go ahead and check out your black and white movies for next week. Let's do it. All right, just get rid of some of these things here. Reduce my clutter. All right. And there we go. All right, cool, y'all. All right, so let's get into a few more chit chats here, and then we'll slip over to some of this or that. So start your little brain pans going, and we'll wrap this up with some of this or that. Finally getting The Crown on Blu-ray. Nice. Cuckoo Hisham says, speaking about Chuck Norris, I was like watching The Expendables 2, 2002, starring the all action heroes. It was fun. Look, I will say, and I've said it before, Expendables 2 is my favorite of all the Expendables because not only does Chuck show up and do that little scene, but you got Van Damme in there as the bad guy, which I love because the fight scene between Van Damme and Sly is fantastic because they're basically giving us what we love about each of those actors' styles. So Stallone is getting some of those, Rocky punches in there, and Van Damme is throwing some haymakers with his legs, doing his spin kicks and stuff like that. So doing his sort of trademark moves. And it's a great fight. It's a great fight between, the lead and the bad guy. So for me, Expendables 2, all the way. As fellow Superman fan, yeah, Superman the movie fan. It was sad to hear Valerie Perrine. Yes, I just heard literally as we were going to Project Hail Mary, my wife was like, "Oh, guess who just passed away?" She's someone else from Superman the movie. And I was trying to think. As soon as she said that, I knew it was Valerie Perrine because I had met her at a convention, actually at WonderCon, which we're going to this weekend, like 10 years ago, when Margot Kidder was still around and Terrence Stamp was still, although Terrence wasn't there. But it had like Margot Kidder, it had Jim Bowers, which is this guy who runs a Superman the movie like love letter website. It's called capedwonder.com. If you're a Superman fan at all, go check out Caped Wonder. It's amazing. And so he put this panel together, and Valerie Perrine was there, and Jack O'Halloran plays Non. He was there. Jimmy Olsen was there. So it was very cool. So yeah. More from Miss Eve Teschmacher. He wouldn't. She saved the day, man. Got a little super smooch out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Laren is here. What's going on, Laren? Welcome, man. Still only at 15? Didn't we just have that earlier? Dave, what is happening? Come on. You guys not slapping that like button? What was that? I saw a critter run across the floor. That'd be weird. Let's see. Maria says, do you know if your daughter has watched an anime called Love Through a Prism on Netflix? You translated it. Nice. I don't know. I will ask her when she wakes up. See, now that she's home for spring break, she's going to sleep as late as she wants, which means I won't see her till lunchtime. That's how she rolls when she's home. But I will find out. Oh, good on you. Kudos on that little job there. Yan Ben-Hur is almost 4 hours. That's way longer than, it's like 2 Project Hail Marys. Gosling was great. The movie was too. Loved it. Oh, look, everybody's digging it. This is a good win. This is a win for Ryan Gosling. For him to put this film out, put all his eggs in that basket. Buy the rights, star in the movie, produce the movie. I saw his name on the producer, and to have it come out of the gate, such a hit. I think this is going to, and it's getting great word of mouth. Like we're all saying, at the very, very minimum, I would assume people are just going to say, I liked it. I haven't heard anybody say they didn't like it. It's either I liked it, I loved it, it's a masterpiece. Those three things I've been hearing out of people's mouths. So that is going to bode very well for week 2. I don't feel this is going to have, usually you have a major drop of like 60 to maybe 65%, especially when you have an 80 million opening, which by the way is roughly the same opening that The Conjuring Last Rites had. And that sucker went on to do very well. So I think as long as this word of mouth that we keep saying goes, I think it's going to drop maybe like 55%, maybe less. I'll say maybe less. We'll see. Good morning, Nikki. Hello. Hello, darling. Nikki is here. Everyone, give her a special chair in the cafe. Move over. Let her have the nice cushy seat, the one with the pillow on it. They're good to see you, Nikki. Welcome. Everybody's lighting up. Loving it. I know someone who's read the book by Hail Mary, liked the movie, but they thought they left out that deal with the science. I mean, again, and I asked my wife too, was there anything in the book, major in the book, that they left out? And she goes, no, not really. She goes, there was a conversation between, well, no, I can't, no, zip, nothing. Don't say it. Caught myself. Don't say nothing. No spoilers, y'all. No, don't say anything that would tell something. I'd see Ready or Not 2. Did you see part 1? I'm planning to see Super Mario. It's you. Go see it. Zazie is the chick from Deadpool 2. Oh, that's right. I see it now. I see it. The hair and all that jazz. I mean, she looks good. The movie looks fun. I full on believe. Well, I say I'm going to go see it, but I'm also going to WonderCon Saturday. Daughter's leaving on Sunday. I mean, this could be the weekend where I don't get to squeeze in a movie. But if I did, it would be that one because I saw Project Hail Mary. I really hope we get a 4K. Oh, totally. I do not see why we would not. I get it though. It is an Amazon movie, which is the only worry, because usually when Amazon, Apple, or Netflix get something, sometimes we do get that movie on 4K. But I feel like if of the three, though, I feel like Amazon is the more prone to giving us physical media, whereas we get lucky if we get it from Apple. Like we got F1, but we didn't get like Argyle. So, and then of course, Netflix rarely puts anything out unless it's a deal they've made with like filmmakers like Scorsese. So, that gets put in the theater. Wait, did they make that? Anyway, so some things that they make do go to Criterion, like Frankenstein. They made Frankenstein. That's going to come out. It's Del Toro. All of his stuff comes out on Criterion in the beginning of the movie. Things like that. All right, let's not talk about the movie anymore. Hold on. All right, okay. No more. Sorry, I'm just getting to this, but let's not talk about the movie anymore. Like, even if you've read the book, the Octagon, okay, go get it, man. Yes, get that Octagon. If you want to know some good Chuck Norris, I love the Octagon, man. I want the 4K release of The Artist on Criterion, no less. How have they not done this yet? I don't know. Probably because, people keep trashing that movie. So maybe it has this backlash of people not liking it. So they've just backed off. I don't know. So this one's Challenge Hail Mary. That's all I watched. I got caught up, but I've got way behind on all my reviews. I usually have been doing a video review of each one, but this has been a very challenging month. Like so many things happening, especially with like daughter coming back and other things that, so many things. So maybe I will plow through like 3 of those. I don't know. Or I'll just catch up. Oh, by the way, I guess I should announce this. Well, I'll do it off camera, but I think I'm going to do a recap of the 52-week movie challenge on Sunday, because again, my daughter's here. on Saturday. She's leaving Sunday. So I'm going to plan for a Sunday, KB, if you are free. And I do have others that I put a feeler out to, so I'll see what they say. Watch Billy Wilder's Stalag 17. Nice. All right. Mary says Sean wants to go see Project Hail Mary in theaters. Oh, so I'll watch my Ryan Gosling. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Or like I said, if you don't watch it in time for it to count for the challenge, or or again, we all just make this our own. So if you watch it later, you can always backlog it, right? So you watch it in the next week, but you can count it. I don't care. You know what I mean? See, Marianne knows the trick. You make the list work for yourself. Ben Shet was worth it. Excellent 4K. My favorite disc so far there. Ben Hur. Is that an auto correct? You little Ben Shet. Hey y'all, what up, Corey? Man, Corey in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the mug, sir. Wilkster. Everybody getting jazzed up. Oh, you saw it already? They Will Kill You was pretty crazy. Did you see an advanced showing? Okay. Was putting it in your Criterion order for 4Ks. Oh, $10 discount. Kept me under 100. Oh, wow. Nice. Is that, that's because you order a lot from the Criterion site, and that's part of the incentive sale, right? Like you get little cash back. Because when I go to Barnes & Noble, and when I spend a certain amount, I get like $5 off. So kind of similar. I don't know. It maybe sounds like you maybe get a little more, or is it sounds about the same? Sounds like if you spend 100, you get 10 off. If I spend 100, I get about 5 off at there. So nice. Okay, sweet. Cool. Let me know if you want to have me on Sunday. All right. I will. Like I said, I got a couple feelers out. So let me see who comes in. We're at 19. Nice. It was oh yeah, mystery movie, dude. I know that's the thing is I was there last night at the mystery movie, and I've yet to go to one of those, and I saw that it was horror based. I'm like, I think it's that movie. Like if Project Hail Mary wasn't out, that would have been fun. So good on ya, man, for catching that a few days early. That is dope. All right, y'all. So look, we got to wrap it soon. So it's time for this or that. So if you got some this or that you want the old huckster to battle against, I shall take a lingering chug while you come up with a couple, and we shall get the battle started. Pinky out. Ooh, that's pretty good, KB. That is pretty good. Cashback every 500 you spend, you get a $50 certificate. Okay. All right, 50. That's pretty good. Because yeah, I don't think it's quite that high with Barnes and Noble. But yeah, man, getting a little cashback's always good, man. Always love it. All right, y'all. Look, let's get some this or that's going. Anybody want to battle like maybe some Ryan Gosling movies? Put 2 Ryan Gosling movies together. I'll battle those right now. But if you don't have any of this or that's in your head, KB, toss me one out. Oh, we got some Oscar movies. Give me 2 Oscar movies to this or that with. And then if not, we'll just call it a day, y'all. It's be a delightfully short day. All right, let me just check out. Oh, I will show you. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to get my Octagon. Oh, come on now. Dropping everything over here. All right. Look at this, KB. Look at that. I still got the slippy slip on this thing. Oh, yeah. I like how they gave it a little something different on the inside. That's the dude. That's the dude that he fights. There he is. He's got that sort of maroon cloak on. Look at little Chuck, man, in his prime, y'all. But yeah, Octagon is so rad. It's so good. So good. Okay, well, here we go. We're keeping with the thing. All right. Let me go and put it up. All right. I wasn't going to share this until I knew. All right, let's here we go. Booyah. And this. Nope. Hang on. There we go. I don't know. Trying to find the best one. Let's do this one. Okay. All right, y'all, it's now time for a little this versus that. Let's go to the chats and see what we have. First up is Project Hail Mary versus La La Land. Obviously, we're going some Ryan Gosling, mano y mano here. Here's the thing. It's been a while since I saw La La Land, which I liked, but I will say coming out of Project Hail Mary, I had a higher opinion, like of the movie. So I'm just going to go off of that kind of vibe, where La La Land I liked, but Hail Mary I really liked. So this one's kind of easy. I don't think it's too close. So I'm going to go with Project Hail Mary. All right, next up, battling Superman or Rocky. I mean, obviously, you know these are two IPs I like very much, but now we just got to get into the characters. I mean, there's a lot to deal with both of these characters. Superman is my favorite superhero character. Rocky is a great character that Stallone created because he stuck to his guns, and if they didn't pick him, they wouldn't make the movie and he wouldn't have his career. So there's like this sort of like a career thing behind Rocky. Oh my gosh. So, and they're both in my top 5 movies of all time, like both of them. So look, I'm just gonna have to just go with Superman the movie. I just make a choice right here, right now. It's super close. This is a very good battle right there. I think, though, my love for Superman, my love for Christopher Reeve, and what he accomplished as the Man of Steel, obviously looking at him on screen because no one really knew who he was kind of an unknown. I could literally look at him and go, that's Superman, rather than saying, oh, that's the guy that's on this TV show, or this, he's a famous, like Robert Redford. It's Robert, because they were thinking of like big stars to fill those shoes. Luckily, all of them said no. So I think in this particular battle, Superman is going to have to take down the Italian Stallion. It's a good one. Oh boy, KB's got Crash versus Shakespeare in Love. Okay, here's the interesting thing. I'm going to say, so Crash, I think both these movies get a lot of heat. So I think that's an interesting pairing that you picked, or 2 movies that ironically won Best Picture. So I know those are on your list, and 2 that also get flack after the fact, even though at the time they were fairly, I don't know if beloved is the proper word, but they were enjoyed and talked about fondly. But I mean, thinking back, I'm trying to I have to go with I haven't seen either in a long time. So it has to be which one would I, if you gave me both those movies and said, watch one of these right now, which would I watch again? That's kind of where I'm coming from. And honestly, as star-studded as Crash is, I think I'd give Shakespeare in Love a watch over Crash if you laid them both down in front of me. Just because I remembered enjoying the performances. I thought it was like certainly a lighter movie than Crash. So if unless I'm ready for dark, I think Shakespeare in Love is going to take the win. All right. Let's see. Next up. All right. We have Alien versus Predator. Well. All right. So I'm going to take this as the movies and not the characters, like an Alien versus a Predator. And just to pit the 2 movies together head to head as I see it. And you've picked literally like 2 iconic masterpieces. These are like Alien is a sci-fi horror at its finest, and Predator is like a sci-fi action, action adventure kind of thing. And they both deliver so well. But look, I'm just going to kind of cut this one short and say, look, as good as I know one of these is, there's one that I've watched way more than the other. And that has to count for something. You can't just say, oh, because I watched this less, I can still like it more. No, you gotta play into your experience with the 2 movies. And I will say that Predator has always stood the test of time with me. I think Arnold versus that dude, it's a well-paced thing. John McTiernan comes off of Die Hard, and he continues that greatness. And you got the, oh, Dylan, you son of a bitch. Look, there it is. There's Arnold's arm right there. They use my arm as a stand-in. And I don't know. There's just so much cool factor from Predator. As much as I love Alien, I'm actually more of an Aliens guy. Like if you put Aliens versus Predator, I may have I think I would have gone with Aliens. So you'd have had me there, but you didn't put the S on there. You're taking the first Alien versus the first Predator. And in this battle, I will take Predator for the win. All right. Oh, look at you. What's up? What's up, SS Harul? I totally botched that. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. Okay, that means I got to wrap this up. Silent Rage versus Code of Silence, some early Chuck Norris movies. These are interesting because these aren't well known. Like, you didn't go for the bangers that people know Chuck Norris for. Silent Rage. I haven't seen either of these in a long time, but I have seen them, and I'm coasting on the memory. And of these two, I'm gonna go Code of Silence. I remember seeing that in the theater. Thought it was pretty rad. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna lean towards Code of Silence on this one. I know she didn't toss Octagon in there, so because you already knew. All right, Nolan versus Guillermo del Toro. And that's an interesting battle. All right, and we're going to go ahead and cap it because I do have to go. So let's keep whatever's left in here now, which I see them coming. Let's end it there. So here we go. Christopher Nolan versus Guillermo del Toro. Interesting battle. Here's the deal. So I love both of these guys. Nolan, of course, you got your Batman movies in there, but Guillermo, you got all these like just stunning, take a swing and go for it. Where, even if you go to like the Pinocchio stop motion thing, of course, Frankenstein and all the other things, without listing everything, we know the type of filmmakers they are. I will say this, as look, both of these guys are epic, and we got the Odyssey coming out from Nolan, but I feel like when I hear a Guillermo del Toro movie is coming out, I'm a little more interested because he's so stylish. Like, I don't think you can argue who's the more stylish director. It's hands down, it's Guillermo del Toro. His things have such a stylish signature to them. But Nolan's are very grounded and well-told dramas and stuff like that. But for the intrigue factor, now, and I'm not picking like movies because this is just the directors. Okay, you're just putting the directors against each other, not their filmographies, although that does come into play when picking. I got to lean towards Guillermo del Toro as far as which director I'm kind of fascinated by their next project at the moment. Right? Like, I know that Odyssey's coming out. I'm pretty keen on that, but Frankenstein was a visual feast. It was awarded for that type of flair. So yeah, I think for right now, with the gut feeling, I'm going to pick Guillermo del Toro. Mm-hmm. Staying with Ryan, what about First Man versus Blade Runner? But interesting pick, Jay. Neither of these blow me away. I'm in the minority with Blade Runner 2049. So I'm gonna lean to First Man, which I finally just saw like last year, and liked it. Like, it was good. It was fine. Like, again, it wasn't blown away by either. I don't know. Maybe I'll flip that. Blade Runner 2049 for the visual aspect. Roger Deakins' cinematography was stellar. All right, I'll go Blade Runner 2049. I'll switch it, but I see another competition where I can lean into that a little bit more. See, now we're talking. I got some food in here. Chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream versus chocolate chip. Oh, man. All right, here's the thing. I'm not a fan of either of those because I'm more of like a praline and cream and a butter pecan kind of guy. Those are my ice cream jams. So the cookie dough ice cream. I'll just take, because my wife likes that, and if she's having some, I'll have a lick. And neither of them really go towards the mint thing. All right, so there's that. Blade Runner, and here you go. So this is why I was kind of saving this. All right, so we'll cap it with this one here. Blade Runner versus Blade Runner 2049. I wasn't really that impressed with Blade Runner 2049. I thought it had the opportunity to do what the first one didn't, which is sort of step up the pace when it came to pace, but it didn't. I felt like it dragged a little bit, which was sort of the curse of the first movie when people watch that. Stylishly, they both have, of their time, a very visual landscape that's gorgeous to look at. So they both have that. And honestly, the plot was very predictable for me for 2049. I knew that, like, it's been out for decades, so I'm just going to say stuff. I knew that Gosling was a replicant. It was obvious the tropes that they were doing and leaving the stuff behind. I'm like, I just knew it. Who the daughter was it wasn't even a surprise because there was only one girl actor in the entire movie. Duh, it's that girl right there. So I felt like I was just a little bored by 2049. Now, to be fair, when I first saw Blade Runner when it came out, I was also fairly bored with that because I was coming off of Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones and playing Han Solo. Very action-oriented characters that got the job done and kept the ball rolling. And these type of films aren't that. It's very like sci-fi noir kind of film with Blade Runner. Now, having had time gone by, I mean, I love Blade Runner now. It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I think again, I was a kid when I first saw it, and I have a lot more patience when I watch movies now, which is why I was surprised I didn't quite click with Blade Runner 2049, because I have a lot of patience to sit through long movies. And but because I've grown to love Blade Runner a lot, I've seen all the iterations. I have to go with the OG, the original Blade Runner. All right, that is my pick, y'all. I think that is going to, well done, y'all. You stuck to your guns. So that is going to do it for this versus that for today. Thank you so much for tossing those out there. But we do got to run for work. Thank you all so much for being here today. And you're getting your hellos and goodbyes in here. You're the man. Thanks, Laren. You are too. You have an awesome day as well. Right, I'll spend the next 5 years watching only 5 good movies as many times as you want, or many lousy. I'm sorry. Was this versus that? Spending the next 5 years watching only 5 good movies as many times as you want, or as many lousy movies as you want. That's funny. Sorry, I already took the this or that away. I might go with the as many lousy movies as I want, because I still may find some charm in those. Because, I mean, otherwise, if you've only got 5 movies for 5 years, they'll become lousy, right? But at least this one, it'll be a new lousy movie every single time. So I'll pick the as many lousy movies as I want. I heard about Patrick Duffy this morning making bread called Duffy's Dough. That's cool. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's Morning Mug. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure on your way out, just like me, hit that like button, smash it, whack it, share it with your friends. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. And look, we're going to do this again all next week. So remember, next week's 52-week movie challenge is a black and white movie. If you've already seen it, good on you. Get ready for your next challenge. So until then, we'll see you next week. Bob, if you will, take us home. To all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.